Yo! Alright, so real quick, I was actually supposed to release this video in like late October of last year, like just before the finale of Gen V Season 2. So while I'm editing another video of the boys, I just decided that I'd post this one since it's complete anyways. Let's just act like I released this on time. In all honesty though, I want to apologize for the late upload. I honestly didn't think I'd take this long. With that being said though, enjoy. Yo, I'm back with another upload. See, I told you I was gonna be consistent. Anyways though, that's not what's important right now. Cause there is a series that's been airing that I've literally seen no one talk about.
We do not care.
Like not even a peep at all. Now, as you guys know, The Boys is ending soon. Like right now, they're in the middle of filming the final season. Or maybe they're done, I don't know. I'm not the type of person to pay attention like that. But if you're caught up with The Boys, then you already know what I'm about to bring up. It's literally the second season of Gen V.
What the fuck is that? You knew you got a dick sticking out of your ass.
And oh man, a lot of shit has panned out. But I'm only here to talk about one foul individual, Cypher. Crazy to think that this man's named after this bummy group right here. But trust me, this man really is anything but sorry. Like dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I knew this man was gonna be a problem just by his attitude alone. But I also personally believe that he's one of the best villains we've seen in the show. After Soldier Boy and our pal John over here, that is.
So that was a fucking lie.
But let me tell y'all how he threatened poor old Kate over here. Alright, so basically, she was pretty much just pissed at the fact that he didn't tell her about Andre's death. And he was so dismissive about that shit too. It got to a point where he sarcastically said that she could just read his mind with her powers. And yo, she took the bait, hook, line and sinker. And I can only imagine the joy Cypher felt when he implanted that idea into her head. And actually found out that she was going to go through with it. Cause as soon as she reached out, Cypher grabbed her hand, switched on the blender, and slowly forced it in. Mad pause by the way. And what makes this all the more distressing is that this scene shows us that Kate is still traumatized by what Marie did to her hand. And she couldn't really do nothing about it cause once again, she doesn't have her other hand to stop Cypher. Luckily though, after begging Cypher to let go, he does so. And just look at her face. She must have been so relieved that she didn't end up like that one lady from Lucifer. Props to her by the way. Next up I want to focus on what he put Marie and Jordan through during his so-called training. So basically, Cypher is what you will call a soup supremacist.
What?
So think white supremacist but for soups. Like he literally believes that the strongest soup should survive and rule the world. In any case, he decided to give these gifted individuals a few life lessons, let's just say. And he did it with the help of the main man himself, Vicor.
Hey, shut the fuck up! Shut your ass up! Fuck you!
Oh my god. You were in that one bootleg Thor movie, Valhalla 3, Lust and Lightning. I heard that bootleg movie got a whopping 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. 4%? Yeah, nah, Michael was not taking that disrespect. He shattered Homeboy's spine, slammed dude across the room into the wall, and just began targeting Marie the whole entire class. And with each blow, he looked like he was trying to send her back to the lobby. Some chick tried taking advantage of the chaos, but I kid you not, this man hit a gym plate in a direction. Side note, but this man has to be playing golf in his free time cause his form was a bit too natural. He hit that shit with ease.
Nice shot.
And oh my days, Jordan bro. They were trying their best to defend Marie, but it just wasn't panning out well for them. She did manage to push the button though, which stopped the exercise right when Marie was about to get the Hera treatment. Oh man, look at this guy's Cypher bro. This man was legit watching these guys get their ass cheeks violated while taking notes. In fact, I think 2 people died during all this. And he comes in all like,
Thank you. Same time next week?
What the actual fuck?
Well, the key to any successful experiment is to establish a baseline among one's
We're
subjects.
not your lab rats. Vicor crushed his spine.
Probably.
Bro, this man was not serious. Alright, next up is the turmoil he put Polarity through. And up first, we've got lying. And now, you may be wondering, compared to what I've mentioned before, what's so bad about him lying? He lied about his dead son.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Like no joke, he must have felt like Black Manta in this scenario. The way he lied to Polarity about how his son died. Oh my days, dude, and look at what he was saying about his son too. Polarity then pulls the knife on him, but I kid you not, Cypher grabs the knife and stabs himself with it. And Polarity is just looking at this guy out of sheer confusion. Like, do you not feel pain? And that isn't even the worst thing he did to old dude, but I'm gonna come back to that later because now I want to focus on the repercussions he laid upon Marie and Jordan. Alright, now me personally, I think that this was kinda to be expected.
You need to leave!
No, cause what did Jordan think was actually gonna happen when they told everyone about you that it was them that nearly killed Kate?
I told the truth.
You might as well have taken a selfie with Bin Laden.
Like you were bound to be met with some kind of heat from Cypher. Like yo, he was pissed. Like look at his reaction when Marie tried to talk back.
Look, it was a rash decision, but I'm sure Jordan would issue some sort of statement.
You do not have a fucking choice!
My days, dude, this man is petty as shit. He really roped Marie into this because she started dating Jordan a few days ago. I will admit this though, the ramifications from this were a bit, Now, I want y'all to guess what Cypher did to them. Did he A, force Marie to take all the blame? Or B, take Jordan and their friends back to Elmira? Or finally C, bomb the college campus out of sheer frustration? Now if you chose the obviously shown option D, then you are correct. This man really forced Marie and Jordan to fight each other. And what truly made this fight insane was how Cypher also used it to prove that he was a suit. Because a few hours ago, he was training Marie's blood powers and she sensed that he didn't have any V in his system. And she thought to herself, huh, I can use this info not only to expose him but also get him fired. Brilliant idea, right? But all she did here was just create a mess for later. She gets the whole squad ready to expose him, camera and everything, only for this man to say this.
Is this angle okay?
What?
I mean, this isn't... Low angle? Oh, shit! This is some crap, Kate. I'm all like nostrils and chins from down there.
Yo, I honestly don't know how he does it. It's like he's got cameras everywhere. Afterwards, he takes control of Jordan's body and uses it to fight Marie, which then forces her to fight back and almost pop Jordan like she was just another blood bag. Insane work. And I felt bad for Jordan afterwards too, cause the way they described it sounded like some next level violation. And yo, the first time I saw this scene, I was like, what kind of freaky shit does this nigga have going on with Sage? And to make it even weirder, he was making his quote-unquote dad watch this shit. More on this guy later though, cause up next is debatably one of the most vile things he did in this show so far. For context, these dumbasses thought they could break into Elmira to rescue Kate, but surprise surprise, they got caught within like 2 minutes tops. And now Cypher decides to broker a deal to Marie. She has to stay and train with him in exchange for her friends and her sister's safety and freedom. Keyword sister, cause this man really just kidnapped Marie's sister that she'd literally been looking for since the start of the first season. And so he decides to give Marie some time to think about it.
Well, sleep on it.
But as she was doing so, Kate manages to escape and free everyone else, as according to Cypher's plan so far. But as soon as they got to Annabeth's cell, I'm not gonna lie, this low-key reminds me of Doki Doki, cause this scene literally gives off the same vibe, as I gently open the door as seen. Anyways, yeah, Cypher really just killed Marie's sister. Now, I'm not gonna explore on this too much since this is a Cypher video, but just note that he literally gambled Annabeth's life in hopes of Marie locking in so that she could use her powers to resurrect her. And she did. But Cypher's plan low-key falls off after this because he didn't anticipate Annabeth being a soup, which actually led them to escaping, which wasn't what Cypher wanted. He literally just wanted them to find Annabeth and see if Marie could revive her, which is just outrageous by the way. But right now, the last thing I want to talk about is literally just about him bullying Polarity and possibly one of the greatest build-ups we've seen in The Boys. Now, for context, these guys are suspicious about Cypher's supposed dad, cause our old pal right here, Stan Edgar, has never heard of Cypher having a father. And I mean, it would explain why he's a psychopath, but I digress. They think this man is Thomas Godolkin, the inventor of V, and they think that if Marie can heal him, they can use him to get Cypher and Homelander out of the way. So they decide to split up into teams. Sam, Jordan, and
Adam Smasher, hurry! Go on, kill the boy! Who the fuck are you?
whoever this guy is, help Polarity stall Cypher, while Kate, Annabeth, and Emma go back up Marie while she's healing our old boy Godo over here. And this plan went well for the most part, but one of the main things I want to focus on here is the amount of turmoil Cypher put Polarity through. It's like this man was playing GTA because the way he was switching amongst these guys was way too proficient. Look at this. He used Sam to chuck this man into the air, and then switched over to Jordan to blast him while he was still up there. Yo, he technically just juggled this man. Polarity was out here fighting for his life until he just couldn't take it anymore and ended up blasting waves across the room, taking out both ally and enemy. W. And as he's about to finish Cypher off, he starts begging for his life, saying that it wasn't him and that his name was...
I'm Doug. My name's Doug Brightbill. I got a cat, Buster.
And he proceeds to say a line that was all too familiar with Jordan. He's out of my head. And everything starts to make sense right then and there. Now, Stan Edgar was right. That old nigga that Cypher had in his care, that was Thomas Godolkin. However, what he didn't know was that Mr. T over here was a soup and was capable of controlling people. And afterwards, Kate finally realizes and senses that these guys might actually be in worse trouble than they initially thought. And do y'all want to know the first thing he did? He made poor Hempel off himself.
Sorry.
Cause remember, this man is a soup supremacist. And when he found out about this guy's superpower, he was just like, nah, you gotta go, bro. It's crazy to think that this man's gonna be on his Lelouch arc, but instead, he's gonna use his powers for genocide, which is just wild. But anyways, that's about it. I really wanted to make a video on this guy because he's just so insane, and I'm really looking forward to how this season's gonna pan out because this series is just so unhinged. And it makes you wonder how it's gonna end too. Hopefully you enjoyed though. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe since, you know, I'm finally consistent. And yeah, with that being said, I miss the old Black Noir and I'm going back to bed.